All right. App, netbook, social media, broadband, you know all those terms. You're familiar with them all. You know what they mean. Do you consider yourself possibly a tech savvy? If not, you need to listen up. This week, a lot of folks, a lot of well-known folks turned out for a major summit to bring people, especially in minority communities, up to speed in the digital age. Some of those names I'll tell you about: Hill Harper, Mayor Cory Booker, Mayor Shirley Franklin, Jackie Reed, the SEC Commissioner, Mario Armstrong. Mario Armstrong. Mario Armstrong. How'd that name get in there?
Oh, that's wrong.
How'd that name get on my scripts in here? Mario, our tech guy, of course.
I've been working hard for the past 10 years of my life trying to get people to understand how to bring technology into the new millennium. Man.
All right, so this was a big gathering. You were able to go to this summit. Now,
Yes.
Tell us the goal of this thing.
So the goal of this summit was to really bring to Newark, New Jersey, a national program to discuss the importance of bringing broadband technology to low-income and minority communities. That was the goal, to have a much broader, larger discussion about the importance and the value. And what they were trying to do was really set a new agenda. They unveiled an agenda called the JET agenda, J-E-T, which is jobs, education, and technology, is what they were all about, and how you can use everything from wireless technology to broadband technology in your home to better your health care, to better your career opportunities, and to better your life economically.
And tell us about, and again, I kind of named some of the folks there. We got some video of you up on stage doing your thing, certainly getting a little excited as you always are, and we appreciate that energy. But no, some of the names who were there, but also some of the solutions to getting this technology to those communities.
Yeah, and that's where the rubber meets the road, right? Because you've been to these events before,
Yeah.
TJ.
Oh,
You've been to all these things, and is it just rhetoric, talk? What actually gets done? The Alliance for Digital Equality is the name of the organization that put this on. Now, honestly, they kind of sprung up on me out of nowhere. I mean, I just got word of them about a year ago, and they have been diligently going to city after city, creating new chapters, not just talking, but actually in Washington, D.C., they have a chapter. In Miami, they have a chapter. In Los Angeles, they have a chapter. Now in Newark, New Jersey. So they are actually putting people together and doing mobilization, and they're bringing major stakeholders, FCC commissioners, and all these people that are involved in the National Broadband Plan, and politicians and other dignitaries like former Mayor of Miami, Manny Diaz, former mayor of your hometown of Atlanta, Franklin, are all now involved in this and are really bringing some momentum and mobilization to these efforts.
All right, FCC chairman there as well, which was a major one to have. What did she have to say?
Yeah, FCC Commissioner, Mignon Clyburn was there, and we actually talked a lot about the FCC National Broadband Plan, but she also had some specific things to say about the minority community.
You don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to have $1 million advertising budget in order to promote yourself. The opportunities you've got to feel the excitement in me, because I know that especially communities of color, especially communities with economic challenges, especially with communities with educational disparities, that they could bridge those divides through this technology.
From our perspective, the digital revolution provides for us the opportunity to level the playing field for a number of individuals who have essentially been shut out over the last 30 years because of excess economic inequalities in communities of color and versus the more affluent communities in America.
All right. Last thing before I let you go here, as we listen to them, but was there any discussion about maybe some of the minority communities being a little resistant to, a little reluctant to bring in and accept some of these new technologies, almost just afraid of what you don't know?
Absolutely. The Pew Internet did a study on this. So, folks, if you want to find out more, go to pewinternet.org. But you're right. Part of the issue is not just economics, TJ. Part of it is a mental shift that needs to be done. And that's the concern of mine and many people behind this organization that want to see more communities of color adopt broadband technologies. Case in point, over 90 million Americans do not have Internet access, and some of them choose not to have that. And it's not just about the economics. They haven't seen why it's relevant to their life, and that is what needs to change.
All right, Mario Armstrong, Mayor
Thanks,
Booker,
man.
Hill Harper,
Yes.
Mayor Franklin. Yes.
And my iPad.
You belong in that crowd. Do you? Come on.
And my
stop.
iPad was with me.
Stop doing that, Mario. Stop it.
Well, you know, I had to show because you don't think that I'm up to date on all my technology.
No,
you know,
I know.
You're always like joning on me, like, hey, he doesn't have the latest tech. You know,
I
so I had
know
to let
you.
you know.
I know you are, but you don't have to gloat and throw it in people's face. Mario, our tech guy, with us every Saturday. Stay here for the latest scoop on the iPad and all things in between.
Thanks, TJ.